What's going on, guys? It's Joshua from Future Filmmaker Reviews with Joshua Future Filmmaker 940 Reviews, doing another birthday review for one of the more actresses that I admire and respect. And this is her 50th birthday, and as a way of doing this is going to be my thoughts on the whole 9 yards.
Could get you killed. The whole 9 yards.
Whole 9 Yards was released into the year 2000. Yep, the year 2000, February 18th. It is directed by Jonathan Lynn. Stars Bruce Willis, Matthew Perry, Amanda Peet, Natasha Henstridge, Rosanna Arquette, and the late Michael Clark Duncan. In this movie, we follow this character, of course, Jimmy the Tudeski, who is a mob hitman-turned-informant, and he's ratted on the mob and he put his life in jeopardy. Now he has moved to suburban Montreal, ostensibly to make his new start. His next door neighbor is mild-mannered, unhappily married dentist Nick Oseransk, played by Matthew Perry. And so Nick recognizes Jimmy from the newspaper stories about his mild testimony, and that's when Nick's simple, boring world turns upside down. This is another review that was requested to me by my YouTube buddy John Avenger. He requested I review this as an act of celebrating Amanda Peet's life and filmography. This is a very underrated movie that was shit on by the critics. This is a movie that almost no one really likes to talk about. This and its sequel, which the whole 10 yards, I'll give my quick thoughts here. It's a pretty entertaining sequel. But this first movie, I do enjoy it. It's very funny. I like the comedy. It's a very funny movie. I really like the humor in the movie. It's a very well shot film. It's a very good looking film, cinematography wise, editing wise. It's not too long. It's just under an hour, so it gets you in and out. I very much like the directing by Jonathan Lynn. It's a very well directed movie. It's a very well shot movie, of course, so I do like that aspect to it. I also very much appreciate the humor in the movie. It's very funny. I think there's a lot of humor in this movie that's really funny, and you have some funny lines of dialogue in this movie as well. Some of the writing, of course, is not the greatest. It's not gonna be Oscar caliber, but at the same time, it's not trying to be an Oscar caliber movie. It's trying to be a fun, entertaining, lighthearted comedy. And sometimes the best kind of laughter is medicine. Obviously, that is the honest truth. Now we can talk about the performances. I want to start off with Bruce Willis as Jimmy. This was him in his prime, where he was still actually putting a decent amount of effort into his freaking acting. Nowadays, you look at Bruce Willis and he just directs DVD crap. And he has secretly admitted in interviews that he does not want to keep playing the same characters over and over again. So it's very hard for him now to get something that is not the action-y type role. But back then, this was him out of his comfort zone, playing a mafia leader who used to be big, and he's trying to start a new life. So I liked his performance here. He's very good. He has fun chemistry with the cast. I also very much like Matthew Perry as Dr. Oz. He's very hilarious in this movie. I thought he does a very good job with Bruce Willis as well as Amanda Peet and the rest of the cast. They all do a very good job. Both of them does as well. Rosanna Arquette as Sophie Oseransk. She's an older woman, but she's a well-trained, well-beloved actress, and she's very good in movies as well. Natasha Henstridge, who is another underrated face, beautiful Canadian actress, Species, Ghost of Mars, Maximum Risk. She's really good here is Cynthia Tudeski. She has some very good moments in the movie. I enjoy her performance. She's really pretty as well. Kevin Pollak is also in there. You also have the late Michael Clark Duncan, who plays Frankie Figueroa. Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan. He is awesome in the movies that he did in his career, especially The Green Mile. I was one of the few who liked him as Kingpin. Wish he was still here with us, bringing us great acting, great performances, but you were took and foremost way too early, Michael Clark Duncan. But you are the man in this movie, and he was entertaining to watch. But I have to talk about the birthday girl herself, and that is, of course, Amanda Peet. Obviously, Amanda Peet is a great actress. Every time you see her, she brings this warmth, this charisma, this very awesome, energetic feel in all of her performances. 2012, these movies especially, she's great in this movie. She does get a lot of play in the movie. Very beautiful face, and she's still a knockout for 50 years old. So obviously there's that. On top of that, I will say that yes, she does take part in who she is as a woman in this movie. You do see that displayed on screen with her fighting off people with a shotgun. Obviously, if you've seen the movie, you know what scene that is. And of course, she does have this thing where she is like before we saw Rebecca Ferguson do this kind of thing, who is one of the more recent actresses we've been seeing a lot. She's like Rebecca Ferguson took notes from Amanda Peet.
Excuse me? Not to interrupt or anything, but you were gonna kill me? That was the plan?
Where she's like licking her lips and having these crazy facial expressions. I know it sounds crazy, but when the people do facial expressions like that, it's a lot of fun to watch. And then she has one scene here that is, if you are a fan of Amanda Peet, it is actually very funny. But yeah, I think the cast in the movie is also, all this cast in this movie is really good. I think the production design is really good, and the score and soundtrack is entertaining. So it's an entertaining at best movie that you know what you're getting yourself into. Is this the greatest thing ever? No. But I think this is a pretty enjoyable movie from the 2000s that is underrated. And I will give this my highest grade. I will give this a Epictastic. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Join the Epictasticness. You guys keep it cool, and happy 50th birthday to Amanda Peet.